Hello and welcome here on my channel, here at commaik, to a further video from my project series Garden. As you can see, autumn has arrived. It has been announced, it is overcast and it is rainy. I have already winterized the lawn robot. The pool has also been winterized. Now it is time for me to take care of my lawn. Before the sprinkler system is also put away, how I take care of my lawn. Get your lawn ready for winter, how you can prepare your lawn for winter. You'll see that shortly. Stay tuned, we're starting soon. The rain has cleared up and the weather has slightly improved a bit. As you can see, the sun has returned as well. It seems a little. I can manage today without problems. To take care of winterizing my lawn, I will break everything down into short parts. One part will focus on the topic of scarifying. Filling in soil, the overseeding of fresh grass. I will combine this with fertilizing. So how to properly fertilize everything in the fall? It's about mowing. How low should the grass be cut and where should you avoid cutting? And finally, the procedure to follow when the freezing temperatures arrive. What to pay attention to. You see my lawn in a condition where it is now approximately it hasn't been mowed for a good week. I'll get a little closer with the camera. This shows the height of the individual blades of grass. I will take care of that today. Go over it again with the lawnmower. First, to trim the grass, to trim it down to an adequate level. But primarily my focus is on the leaves that fall from the trees that I have here on the property, regularly spread on the lawn. That must go. This is one of the most important rules for preparing the lawn for winter. It's important to ensure no leaves are left behind on the lawn and make sure no leaves are left on the lawn before winter. The leaves block the light from reaching the grass and moisture accumulates underneath. This is an ideal breeding ground for fungi, for bacteria, for any germs and diseases. You should avoid that. So first things first, get the lawnmower out. Yes, such a large lawnmower can also be wonderfully used as a leaf blower. To make the most of it, at least in my area, I use my lawnmower set to level 3 out of a total of 8. This means the grass will always remain still long enough before the frost temperatures arrive. Same time, it is also set high enough to remove the leaves that have accumulated here. My lawn areas can easily and effectively absorb. My lawnmower is a model from Brust. It has a power of 4.4 kilovolts with wheel drive. You can definitely notice a difference compared to the predecessor. This is really fun. I am done with the lawnmower. As you can see, most of the leaves are gone, and the grass has been cut nice and short. What stands out in this short clip are the scattered bare spots. If I now go close to the camera, here and here. Specifically down here, the lawn has indeed been affected. I recently carried out a larger measure here. You can see these dark spots here. These are the marks left by a truck. All in all, truly not perfect for my lawn, but those are the projects that will be on the agenda for next year. To first close these bare spots, and that brings us to the second point. When overseeding, it is important that you take advantage of the autumn to spread new grass seed. When the lawn is nice and dense, it suppresses the weeds, or it doesn't even find its way to settle in the lawn at all. As you can see, I also have some dandelions here and there that has developed here in the last few weeks. I will now, as already done 3 weeks ago, sow lawn seeds again. 3 weeks ago I did the whole thing with the spreader, once lengthwise and once crosswise. The lawn has come up well. It has rained a lot recently. Now comes the step to specifically address those areas where the image is still not right. To scatter the seeds by hand. I use so-called robotic lawnmowers. I tested the whole thing for the first time this year and must say I am very satisfied with the lawn. The appearance it presents is vivid and beautiful. I like it in terms of color and growth. There are relatively thin stems that weave their way through the thick stems that are here and also there. These thicker stems here were the old lawn, and these thinner stems, these here. This is this new robotic lawn. Whether this is just a special marketing gimmick now, or whether it really makes a difference when it comes to the robotic mower, I cannot assess so far. My lawn robot has managed well with the new lawn. He mowed it down wonderfully. I wonder if I can skip the fertilizer then, or anything else special. I will see. That will be a long-term ongoing project from which I can only report next year. I will skip watering today. It has rained quite a bit in the last few days. It has rained heavily and a lot of rain is also expected for the next few days. That means the irrigation system remains off. The lawn, I noticed this while mowing, is still moist. especially in the areas where the sun doesn't reach at all during the autumn. In this case, the lawn will also grow without additional water, another absolutely essential ingredient for a healthy lawn in winter, or the vital. The fertilizer is what helps the lawn survive the winter well. I opted for a special one from Substral. Autumn fertilizer was chosen. This comes from the company Substral, but there are also other providers. The autumn fertilizer is special in that the nitrogen content is significantly reduced. Nitrogen serves as the foundation for the plant's growth. Instead, the potassium content is significantly higher. Potassium strengthens the immune system. It makes the lawn fit, it strengthens the cells. This means that the plants are less affected. At the same time, it provides support against pests, fungi, or bacteria. Potassium is a significant and beneficial vitamin boost, an essential nutrient for the lawn. I applied the fertilizer early mid-September. This gives the lawn enough time to absorb this fertilizer. That was before a major rainy season. This has gone perfectly this year. In some places, the spreader, I let out a bit too much fertilizer. This directly caused brown spots. You need to be careful. This fertilizer with potassium is quite aggressive in case of overdosing. This can particularly backfire with newly seeded lawns. I filled in the spots with grass seed afterwards. Everything has also grown back wonderfully. One or another will. Maybe they missed that I scarified the whole area again. No, I haven't forgotten it. I consciously decided against it this year. My lawn was already scarified in the spring during its establishment. I used the hand scarifier on it that was here. If you look at the extended escape from the woodpile, on the left side was scarified by hand and on the right side with the machine. As of today, I have to say I don't see a big difference here. A few months ago, however, the area that was scarified by hand was over here on the left. Looked significantly more beautiful. It appeared noticeably sturdier, greener, and denser as the right area. But after I continuously reseeded and also had rebuilt the irrigation system. By the way, you can also find many videos on this in my channel. The right side has also grown back vigorously. I am very satisfied with that. I will not scarify again in the autumn. You don't need to do it twice a year. One does not have to do it every year. Sometimes this is only necessary every 2 years. It simply depends on how much thatch you have in your lawn. My lawn is due to the new installation. Still very airy. I will just take a look in the spring. If I can just go over it again with the scarifier. Or it simply tears out too many clumps of grass. Especially now in autumn, I have refrained from doing so. What else should be considered when caring for your lawn just before winter? First and foremost, mow. You should note that as soon as the temperatures rise above 10 degrees, the lawn, so that these little sprouts start to grow again. The lawn should be kept short to make it robust and healthy for the winter. I mow my lawn at least once a week. I cut down approximately about 1/3 of the growth. But I absolutely won't let the crew go. Definitely. As mulch on the lawn, but really, as you saw earlier, with a catch basket, get everything out. The nutrients of the catch are indeed lost. Will then be replenished with the fertilizer in the spring. It is important to keep the lawn nice and short. And from the moment the temperatures drop below 0, you can also simply skip mowing because the grass won't grow anymore. I mow here to about approximately 4 to 5 centimeters. Just before the frost, I will go down to 3 to 4 centimeters again. At this height, the lawn will be able to withstand the winter wonderfully, as long as it is not stepped on. And now I come to the last point for today. Once the frost is here, carefully avoid stepping on the lawn as much as possible. The small blades are still filled with liquid. The lawn survives this. That's not a problem if the frost gets in. These grasses are winter hardy, but when you step on them or trample around, those leaves will break off. This indeed significantly harms the plant and the whole lawn. You will have problems in the spring. It will take longer for him to acclimatize or until he grows back again. And in the meantime, the lawn will take longer. Has the weeds or other herbs that you definitely don't want here. Massive opportunities to spread here unrestrained with numerous possibilities. The leaves must come down permanently. This should certainly definitely be done in the autumn season. Either with the lawnmower I do, you can of course also alternatively, or you can take a leaf rake and carefully and gently rake the leaves off the lawn with care and precision. It doesn't make sense for me to do it by hand on my large areas. I simply don't have the time for that. It goes much faster with the lawnmower. Then I'm just already at the end of my little video to properly prepare the lawn for winter. And effectively, I will release another video about my garden project on my lawn watering, still to be sufficient.
Then it will be about my irrigation system, to prepare a retractable hunter sprinkler system for winter as well. But that will be a different video. And if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell and think about giving a like. I would really appreciate that. If you have any questions, comment below. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.